Hello everyone, this is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report, our energy drink review series, and let's get right into business. So Sonic has some new drinks out, specifically around the Memorial Day weekend coming up. As everyone likes to say, the unofficial start of the summer season. You know, just hopefully some good weather, going out, just enjoying the weekend, maybe going to a barbecue, or, you know, maybe going outside listening to shortwave radio, like I do every day, but you know what I mean. And you might say, well, what is a good drink to have while you're outside basking in the sun? I'll let you answer that one. Exactly. Red Bull. And Sonic was on the same page as you, because they said they know you. They know what you crave, what you like to drink, what you like to guzzle down by en masse, large quantity. We won't give any numbers there. And they teamed up with Red Bull. They said, okay, we're going to be doing these Red Bull slushes. So it's going to be like they're frozen slushies with the shaved ice and all that good stuff. And they have it in two flavors. One is just going to be Red Bull. It's going to be like a Red Bull poured into this shaved ice. Obviously, I'm sure with some sugar added. And then the second one is their classic cherry limeade with some Red Bull added. So that's what we're left with. Before anything else, price for this, $3.99 each. So you could easily blow, at least, I think this, let me see what it came out to. $7. What it came out to for each one. So keep that in mind. Pretty sure, let me see, that doesn't really, the math doesn't make much sense. Yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, see, this is how they did it, right? Yeah. Alright, it was actually around $3 each. That makes more sense than with tax and all the other expenses. Okay, so it's actually around $3 each. Price can vary, though. I've seen cases where it was at $3.99 each, but sometimes it'll be $3, $3.50, so on and so forth. Alright, before anything else, I want to give a few quick shout-outs to Thomas Forbes, the Trees Network, David, James, Jacob Lindsay, and also to Kaylee. They are all supporters at patreon.com/The Report of the Week. It's a really good avenue to be able to support this YouTube channel, the podcast, the radio show. You want to keep this going, really great way to do it, and we have some good exciting features coming up, so check it out. Help support patreon.com/The Report of the Week. Also, may as well, since we're at this part of things already, for the heck of it, if you want, check out the newest podcast, youtube.com/VORW podcast. Good show coming up this week, so it's worth listening to. Okay, you don't even want to know the absolute disaster it was trying to get each of these poured out, because they don't come in these fancy drink, to call this fancy, you know what I mean. They come in these, right? And of course, that's cool, you know, it's got the Sonic, insignia there and all that good stuff, but advertised, it's shown in a clear receptacle, and I thought that would be cool to have each one, you know, nice and clear like that. So this is them. Let's get that picture perfect moment going. That's good enough, I think. This is the Red Bull one, the classic Red Bull Classic, right there. And then that's the cherry limeade one, right there. So, I mean, pretty much, it's not like there's anything crazy. The cherry limeade one is red, and then the Red Bull one is kind of this off-white with maybe a little bit of yellow. Kind of like my tie, though not quite. I was trying to compare them, maybe part of the tie, but not the entire thing. But it was a disaster trying to get these poured out. I didn't even want to think about it. It was a nightmare. That's without exaggeration. Alright, I'm going to try out the original Red Bull one first. Then we'll just talk about it a little bit. Then we'll try out the cherry limeade, and then we'll wrap things up. So, we're going to try out the original Red Bull Slush from Sonic. Going in. Very refreshing. Very refreshing. One thing that I did notice with it, it's not as carbonated as most, like a standard Red Bull is. Like if you're a energy drink connoisseur, right? I mean, you know that a lot of energy drinks are very highly carbonated. You have this wave of the effervescence that just hits you, all the bubbles popping everywhere. It's like an explosion in your mouth. This does not have any of that carbonation. It's very sweet. It tastes, I mean, it literally tastes like a Red Bull with just enshaved ice, okay? If you leave it out for a bit, it could get watered down, keep that in mind. But otherwise, it has the exact potency and flavor of a Red Bull, which is really unique to its own. Has that, sweetness, a little bit of a soda type of flavor. The flavor of a Red Bull, though, is very unique. So you can just describe it as tasting like Red Bull, but it lacks that carbonation. That's one thing to keep in mind. Very refreshing, though. I see what they're going for, something to drink like on a hot day, tuned in to Radio Romania International on the shortwave. You're out at the beach getting that good reception and all that good stuff. And it's a refreshing thing, You're out there mowing the lawn or something. It's refreshing, and I imagine it is caffeinated, so it gives you that little bit of a boost as well. Next, we're going to try the Cherry Limeade. The one thing that's different, I'm going to stir it up good for you. The one thing that's mentionable right here, it does not have, because I like getting the Cherry Limeade. That's my favorite drink from Sonic. I know I don't get the ocean water like everyone else does, but I get the Cherry Limeade. I get some wings, I get the Cherry Limeade. This doesn't come with any cherries or limes in it, but I guess it's the same type of flavor with the Red Bull mixed in. I'm going to try that now for you. I'll let you know what it tastes like. So this one is going in, and then I'm going to independently give each one its own rating, because this is like 2 in 1 for the most part, 2 different items. You could buy each individually, so it's not like you have to get both of these, and why? You don't have to. You could just get the Red Bull one, or the Cherry Limeade, or both, or a dozen of each, or whatever you want to do. It's your life. I'm just trying to overcome the experience, of pouring these. It was an experience. All right, it was. It was. That's all I can say. I have one little complaint about this one. Very similar to how the other one was with the Red Bull flavor, no carbonation, the whole 9 yards there. Though Cherry Limeade, very much on the cherry side. But Cherry Limeade, where's that tang, that tartness that you would expect from the lime? It's not there. If they said this is just cherry Red Bull, okay, that's absolutely what it is. But Cherry Limeade. So you expect, as a result, I mean, I think this is great, right? I think it tastes fine. I like the sweetness, has a lot of sweetness behind it, has that cherry flavor that's there as well. Works great. I mean, it blends actually very nicely with the Red Bull, and it's just very pleasant to drink. I'm sure high in sugar, but not bad at all. But here's the one thing. Cherry Limeade. There's no lime in it. That's the one issue that I have with this drink. So I think there's an issue with the marketing. I think they should have called it just Cherry Red Bull, or some variant, whatever sounds best for the marketing team, because there's no lime in it at all, and that's an issue. So I'm just saying that if you, and now my favorite part of the Cherry Limeade is the cherry, no doubt about it, but if you're one of the people that likes the lime flavor, you're going to be let down, you're going to be disappointed, and you're going to be probably trying to shove this pane of glass out the window as we speak, because you're going to be saying, where is the lime? I don't taste it at all. So that's going to be an issue, so keep that in mind. Alright, price for these was around $3 each. Rating for the original Red Bull one, I'm going to be giving a 5 out of 10. Very average for the most part, but it's exactly as marketed, and I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. Refreshing, tastes pretty good. As for the cherry limeade one, that's going to be a 4 out of 10, just a little bit below average because of the marketing. If it was marketed as regular cherry, I would give it an above average rating. But I'm not letting any personal bias get in the way. It's not what they marketed it as, but if you do just like the cherry flavor, then you're going to enjoy it. But if you like that lime mixed in there, you'll be disappointed. So that's why it has the rating that it has, and that's all that I have for you. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. I hope you have a very lovely weekend, and make sure you check out the podcast, youtube.com/VORW podcast, or catch it on iTunes or Spotify by searching VORW. Thank you, take care. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. This is Energy Crisis.